Okay, so I've gotten many comments about the why no progress photos, and I've tried to answer this question in the comments, but I think I just need to make a video, and that might make it a little bit easier. First, cake decorating is a lot of trusting the process. They generally don't look good until the last few stages, so when I send you a picture of an unfinished cake, that doesn't give you enough context about what the cake is actually going to look like when it's done. For example, here is a draft that I sent my customer. Here's what your cake is going to look like. I've got some notes about what colors it will be, what's going to be involved. They see this sketch, they approve this sketch, and then they pay for their cake. And then at some point, their cake looks like this. That's not what they ordered, but this is a progress photo of that cake. If I was to send this to a customer, they might not be able to see all of the steps that are going to happen between this photo and that sketch I sent them. And now you might be like, well, you don't need to send a photo of a crumb-coated cake. You're right, but here's another progress photo. This looks nothing like the cake they ordered. Yes, I could send this to a customer and they could be like, oh, I see the vision. But in reality, most of my customers do not have the technical knowledge about cake decorating to know what steps are left before they get the cake they ordered. And then this is the finished cake. So it looks like the draft that I sent to my customer that they approved, but the bottom tier looks like it's black and my customer requested purple. In reality, the cake is purple, but lighting is really important and it's difficult to capture accurate colors on photo. So it looks like it's black here. That's another reason I don't send progress photos, because of the lighting issue. It's easier just not to send a photo than it is to try to explain to my customer, it looks this color in this photo, but in reality, it is the color that you asked for. Now, generally, when someone is hiring me to do their cake for them, that means that there is one cake decorating expert between the two, and that's not them, it is me. All that to say that I don't see the point in sending a progress photo to someone who doesn't know anything about cake decorating, because generally the advice or the corrections they have aren't relevant to the final product. And then the last piece about this is, unlike clothing or artwork, cake decorating is time sensitive. That means that we are working in a very short amount of time to get you the freshest product possible, because you're going to eat it. That means that I am normally cake decorating at 2 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and sending you a photo of your cake at 4 a.m. Doesn't mean you're going to respond immediately, but after I send that photo, I'm going to keep working on it. So if I send you a progress photo at 4 in the morning, and then you wake up and you see it, and you don't like what it looks like, it no longer looks like that. I've already kind of worked on it. If you need progress photos though, I suggest that you find a baker that does them, because it's not me.